Ulan na araw mga kabugtaw. Oh, walang tigil ang ulan. Baha na naman. Kawawa yung mga nabahaan, yung bahay, yung sasakyan, yung mga naabutan sa daan. Grabe talaga paghirap ng mga Pilipino. Ang nakakagalit dito dahil avoidable naman sana yan kasi may budget para sa flood control pero kinukurakot. Recently, dami na nating nakita no, ng mga expose na bilyon, trilyon pa lang kinikita nito mga contractor at mga congressman. Mga congressman din na contractor, no? May mga dami company sila. No? At grabe yung lifestyle nila. Talagang at mga contractor. Ganito na lang ba tayo lagi? Ilang dekada na ito. Bakit hindi nagagalit mga Pilipino? Bakit tahimik ang simbahan? Buti na lang may social media, at least dyan napapalabas ng mga Pilipino yung galit nila. Pero hanggang galit na lang ba tayo? Wala na ba tayong magagawa? Ah, sa mundo, ang gulo rin ng mundo sa Israel. Yung mga batang pinapatay, namamatay sa gutom. Sa totoo lang, iniiwasan ko ng manood ng mga video at saka mga picture ng mga kabataan yun kasi hindi ko kaya talaga. It's like a crime that cries to the heavens for justice. Gera sa Ukraine, gera sa Middle East, at impending war in Asia na ini-instigate ng mga Amerikano kasi hindi nila matanggap na talo na sila ng China, no? So they're demonizing China. No? Bakit ganito ang lipunan? Paano ba talaga dapat mamuhay sa lipunan? No? Paano kamtan yung tinatawag na good life, no? Eudaimonia, no? Good life or happiness. Mahigit 2,000 taon nang nakalipas, no? May isang sinaunang Grego na palaisip, si Aristotle, no? Na sumulat sa at tinaguri ang a virtuous life, no? Sa kanyang gawa na Nicomachean Ethics, how to live a virtuous life, how to achieve a good life, no? Kaya yun ang pag-usapan natin ngayon, yung virtue. Sa Pilipino, magandang pagsalin sa virtue. Kahit i-google nyo, ang virtue ay kabutihan, mabuti, hindi kasamaan. Pero nakikita natin sa mundo ngayon, puro kasamaan. Nakikita natin sa bayan ngayon, sa gobyerno natin, puro kasamaan. Hindi ito ang inaasam kasi ang ideal ay ang kabutihan, ang good life. No? Pero ano ba itong good life? Ano ba itong virtue na ito? Kabutihan. And how to live it, and how to achieve it, and how to live it. No? Sabi ni Aristotle, mahaba to, pero isubukan kong i-summarize. No? To achieve a good life, first, of course, material wealth. We need a certain material comfort, no? Then health, then friendship, no? To achieve a certain happiness. But everything has to be done in moderation. Yan ang medyo tricky dyan. Ano ba yung moderation? Ano ang sobra, ano ang kulang? Sabi nga ni Father Ferriols, isang pantas na guro ng filosofiya sa Ateneo, ang gitna ay isang uri ng pagitan. O, kasi may kaliwa, may kanan, pagitan, pero ang gitna daw ay isa rin pagitan na kailangan hanapin, saliksikin. Even in Buddhism, no? The middle path. Even the Romans would say, in medio virtus stat. In the middle stands virtue. No? Because to live a virtuous life, sabi ni Aristotle, you cannot do it alone. No? Sabi nga, he who lives alone is either a beast or a god. Kasi man is a zoon politikon, a political animal. We can only achieve virtue in the community of people or persons or what the ancient Greeks called the polis, the city-state. No? Kaya nga, even the word politics came from Greek polis, techne. No? Techne is skill, galing. So ang politics, ang polis techne ay galing ng pagpopolis. No? Galing na mamuhay sa police. Kasi the aim of the human person is to achieve virtue, goodness. But you can only achieve this in the community of persons, in the police. Hence, for Aristotle, to be a good man is to be a good citizen. To be a good citizen is to be a good man in the police. Pero itong community of persons, itong police, ano bang nangyari, no? Anyari. Bakit ang layo sa inaasam-asam natin na ideal na good life, instead bad life. It has become oppressive. Napaka habang kwento yan at napakaraming teorya, pero mag-backtrack muna tayo ng konti. Because for Aristotle, no, politics is in the realm of ethics. Of course, until Machiavelli came, that politics became a study of power. No? And talking about power, no, there was a time that the cross was the power. You conquer in the name of Christianity, of the cross. Is very, very oppressive. Sinabi nga ni Jeffrey Sachs, the last 5 centuries has been the century of colonialization and oppression. And religion has always accompanied it. Religion softened the ground and became an ideological apparatus to legitimize the conquest, to legitimize the colonialization, the oppression. And religion itself is very, very oppressive. No? Then came the age of nationalism, Germany versus France, France versus the British. Then came the age of racism, no? The white race, the black race, the white race considered themselves superior, no? Even Darwin, no? In the survival of the fittest, many Europeans believe that the white people are the fittest and the black, the Asians, will just fade away. Then came the age of power, especially during the Cold War. And after the Cold War, there was a unipolar world, America power, but eventually overtaken by China, and other countries are rising or catching up. India, Asia, and now many African nations are also catching up. So the unipolar world is collapsing, the age of power. And I think, no, I agree with Professor Jeffrey Sachs. That's the root of all our problems in the world right now. That America does not want to let go of its power because other power are rising up. Dito naman sa Pilipinas, power is used to gain money, to gain wealth. No? And sabi ni Aristotle, how to achieve virtue? First of all, there must be a virtuous leader. The strike, wala na ang Pilipinas dyan. No, we have not been lucky. Siguro nung panahon ni Duterte, medyo umangat pa because to some extent Duterte was virtuous, no? Pero ngayon wala talaga, no? How do we achieve a virtuous police, a virtuous state? No? Sabi ni Aristotle, the state should cultivate this. First, the leader. Pero wala nga eh. No? Religion? Of course not. In fact, religion is part of the oppression. No? It's part of the reason why the Filipinos are not living a virtuous life. Because religion has been commercialized. In fact, may napanood ako yung interview ni Diskaya. Sinabi pa doon na ginagamit daw silang instrumento ng Diyos. A classic case how religion can be used as an apparatus, no, to legitimize a particular interest. Wala, bulok. Tingnan nyo, tahimik ang simbahan ngayon kasi busog sila. Pera-pera lang yan sa religion. And the Catholicism has commercialized religion, like the selling of indulgences. Pag bumili ka dito, you buy your salvation. At yung mga mayayaman, pag nag-donate sa simbahan, wala, tahimik ang mga kaparian. May reserved seat pa sa harap ng simbahan. Wala. Religion is out. No? Leader is out. Walang virtuous leader. No? So, what would it take? Anong dapat gawin natin to achieve this eudaimonia? Kasi man is a political animal. You can achieve goodness only in the state. A good man is a good citizen nga. No, a good citizen is a good man. You cannot be good in your own private room. No? Uh, education, it failed. It failed. No? Naging banking education. Wala. Although in my case kasi I'm an educator, marami eh. Marami eh. So, although most of all it will start with the family. Pero many family are broken. Many parents are not ready to be parents. Many parents are very, very selfish. They don't think of the family as a whole, but their own only. So the family will die. So saan? State, leader out, religion out, education out, family out. No? Ito dapat ang mga nag-cultivate ng virtue, sabi ni Aristotle. No? Because yun nga, sabi wealth, health, and friendship. Because man is a suon politiko, na political animal. But friendship not only for oneself, but the friendship for the sake of the welfare of the other and of the larger community. Wala na yan. Out na rin yan. Kasi yung Pilipino, iisip sarili niya lang. Yan. Community niya, pamilya niya lang. Sila lang yung magpapayaman. So, saan tayo magsisimula? Saan tayo maghahanap na para to work for a virtuous state so that we can achieve eudaimonia? Happiness. Corruption is everywhere. So, saan? No? Yeah, I'm not a religious person, pero nagustuhan ko lang yung narrative, biblical narrative. When Abraham was negotiating with God not to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, sabi niya, if there are 50%, will you destroy it? God said no. If hanggang sa umabot sila at sa 5, pero kahit 5, wala eh. Pero actually, meron. Dito sa Pilipinas, may mga lumalaban pa rin. No? May sumisigaw pa rin ng katotohanan. No? Yung sina Camentong, sina Kaado, marami. No? Si Senator Marcoleta is doing a good job sa Senado. Wala pang bahay. Si Lacson, wala na akong tiwala dyan. Nagmamalinis. Akala mo sinong makatarungan. Pero siya yung author ng certification by liquidation by certification. No? So, kahit 2, 5 na andyan pa rin, lumalaban, no? May pag-asa. No? May pag-asa. Pero hindi lang 2, 5 eh. Maraming pa rin Pilipino ang lumalaban. Pero, wag lang tayong tumigil dyan sa advocacy. Okay rin yan. Magandang simula yan. Sa tingin ko kasi, I agree with Camintong Laurel and many more. We really need a revolution. It could be bloody, maraming mamamatay. Kung maraming mamamatay, pero pag hindi tayo namatay para dyan, that's the ultimate sacrifice if we really want a better society. Kahit kung hindi pa tayo handang mamatay dyan, araw-araw pinapatay naman tayo ng sistema eh. Yung kahirapan, yung mahalang bilihin, yung baha, yung traffic, yung pangungurakot. No? May nakita akong post ni Vico Soto na dapat daw hindi kaingitan ang marangyang buhay na ito, hindi gawing normal. Pero kasi maraming naiinggit eh. Kaya maraming ako nakitang post kahit ako nakiuso na rin started work at DPWH. No? Kasi kung gusto magpayaman dyan ka. Pero meron din aktivista na galit sila sa korupsyon. Pero kailangan ang motivasyon nila class envy. Hindi talagang tunay na pagkalinga sa kapwa-tao, hindi talaga tunay na paninindigan sa hustisya, sa katarungan, kundi class envy. Kaya kung makapwesto sila, ay ganon din. No? Ganon din. No? Sabi nga ni Max Shaler, the radicals of today will be the conservatives of tomorrow. Yung mga aktivista ngayon, pag makapwesto na, sila na yung conservative, sila na yung nagpe-preserve ng status quo kasi nakikinabang din sila sa sistema, nagiging corrupt din sila. No? Kaya, yun, kaya dapat ang motibasyon, kailangan suriin din. Pero, di ako nawawala ng pag-asa that we live a virtuous life. Kasi, sabi ni Aristotle, only then that man achieve eudaimonia or happiness or good life. Yung happiness na yan, hindi yung nakangisi ka or sabog ka o bangag ka, kundi a certain bliss, a certain quiet calmness and contentment, eudaimonia, to achieve in society. Pero kung even though you achieve that, pag tumingin ka sa paligid mo, ang dami naghihirap, may kalungkutan pa rin. No? Kaya gustong akayin ang kapwa. No? Into this eudaimonia, into this arete, excellent. Virtue is also sometimes translated as arete, no? Or excellence or good life or happiness. In my case, education nga sabi ko out, no? It's a uphill battle, pero I will work in an area where I have a handle, which is education. And in my case, how do I achieve that? Demanding hard work from the students, honesty, and adequate and good pedagogy. Oral exam, hindi yung fill in the blanks, true or false, or enumeration, hindi banking education. But demand excellence from the student as an educator. Diyan lang ako. Yan lang ang handle ko eh. And siguro ito, ewan ko kung may nanonood nito, kung nakikinig dito, kung nanonood mo kayo, at naniniwala kayo sa akin, maybe you can do something to demand excellence from your employee, from your students, no? Mga religious na, mga pare, of course, excellence, no? In your faith, no? Excellence, arete, to achieve. Yan ang magagawa ko. In that area where I am, which is in education. Demand hard work, demand excellence from the student. Nalala ko nga, bago ako nagturo nun, yung una kong tinuro nun, Christian ethics eh. Ang ginamit kong libro, yung Filipino Values Revisited by Raul Bunuan, SJ. At buhay pa si Rolly nun, Father Rolly. Na. Bago ako nagturo, pumunta ako sa kanya sa Ateneo, sa Jesuit Residence. Then, humingi ako ng mga tips. Anyway, yung parting word sa akin, you want them to learn ethics? Flunk them. Only then, hindi yung diploma factory. So, yun, planting seeds. This is a long battle. This is a long struggle. But at least we start planting seeds and live a virtuous life. Hindi tayo perfecto. We have our weakness. Pero kahit papaano, we're trying to live a virtuous life, to live arte, excellence, virtue, o sa Pilipino, mas maganda pagsasalin, kabutihan. In fact, that's the message of Christmas. Ano ba kayo? Next week, lalabas na si Jose Marichan. Glory to God in the highest, in peace to all men of goodwill. Ayoko yung men. Persons of goodwill. May mabuting kalooban. Sila mayaman, sila makapangyarihan, pero wala sila mabuting kalooban. They will never have peace. But that's not enough. They should be punished. But the law is not working. The judicial system is not very, very efficient. You know? But to live a virtuous life, of course, people will hate you, but that is called witnessing. And that is only possible if you have a good will. If you have good will, you will have peace, you will live in virtue.